What happened with you during the semester that you're frustrated?
So I've been feeling really frustrated because I have a really big course load for school, and I've just been feeling really stressed due to the amount of work that I've had to put in during these past few weeks because it's just so much stuff to do and it's just making me feel really stressed out.
So it means you're overwhelming because every course require different things and it brings a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
Yeah, so I'm feeling so much pressure because all these feelings, like all these overwhelming feelings, are just making it really hard for me to handle my emotions and making it really difficult for me to analyze all these different things I have to do for school. So it's just becoming like too much stuff that I have to do.
So I can see you feel a lot of pressures on your shoulder because you took 4 courses and you don't know how to manage it. So
Yeah.
tell me, how did you manage in the past?
So in the past, I usually don't take 4 courses. Like most, I usually take is 3. Um, and also in the past, I think the lower level courses are not as hard, so it's easier for me to handle them. I also had like a different job, so like I had more time to complete things. Whereas right now, I have more classes, they are heavier workload, and then I also have more of like a difficult and like demanding job. So because of all these different things, it just makes it a little bit more stressful for me.
Yeah, I can see you feel anxious because you took 4 courses, but in the past it was easy for you because you took only 3 courses, and this is the point that you are feeling anxious.
Yeah, and yeah, I have been feeling anxious because, especially because since it's nearing the end of the semester, it's like, my classes are like everything is being finalized now. So like final exams, final assignments, final presentations, and things like that. So I think like the anxiousness also comes from the anticipation that I'm feeling of like how I'm gonna do in the courses because I have been slacking a little bit, to be honest, and like it worries me that I won't do as good in my classes as I used to do before. So I'm also feeling a little bit more scared now.
I can feel you feel discouraged because in the meantime, it's a lot of pressure on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And again, you just want to pass and successfully complete the semester.
Yeah. And then just having these different emotions make it hard for me to manage because sometimes I feel like I'm thinking so negatively and it's affecting the way I'm doing my work for school. So it's just been pretty exhausting lately. I feel like I'm not sleeping that much either, and like I'm not having that much time to myself because all I've been doing is, dedicating my time to my schoolwork. But at that same time, I'm also not giving, like, I am giving time, but I'm also not giving time, if you know what I mean. Because, like, when I get too stressed out and drained, I end up like leaving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you feel exhausted
Yeah.
because there's a lot of things that you have to do.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you don't want to do it.
Exactly. Like I feel like the exhaustion is definitely there, which leads to why I feel so drained lately. Like I'm just like having low energy and feeling so tired, and these type of feelings make it really hard to complete my schoolwork and study. Because of course for that you want to be more energized and you want to feel more motivated, but lately I have not been feeling those.
Mm. I think you're feeling stuck
Yeah.
because there's a lot of things that you want to do it, and the meantime, you just feel like, okay, let's not do it, but you have to do it.
Yeah, I feel like I am stuck too because I feel like there's just so much going on and it's hard for me to manage all my emotions and I'm just like stuck on like what to deal with first and like what to kind of like think about first, because there's like so many different stressors it feels like. And I also think that when so many things are due for school at the same time, it's so difficult to kind of prioritize which thing you're going to get done first, and that takes up all your energy, and then you have to save some energy for the other things you're doing. So it ends up just becoming a really heavy load.
Yeah. You feel frustrated because you took so many courses, and the meantime, you don't want to fail the courses.
Yeah.
And how to, you're just trying to find a way to manage these things.
Yeah.
So, tell me what happened at the beginning of the semester, and when did you notice that it's a lot of work, a lot of assignments that you have to do?
In the beginning, I had a mindset where I was telling myself, okay, I have to be motivated, I have to prioritize school and prioritize these type of assignments that I have because some of my courses are like a lot. And I feel like gradually as the semester went by, like I became a little bit less motivated because like I started feeling so overwhelmed with the amount of things that I had to do. And then for the realization part that you asked, I think it all hit me at once where I saw like when I logged into my course site, I saw that I had so many tasks to do, and then I said, oh my goodness, like this is like a lot. It's really stressful. But I knew like it's gonna be a lot. Then when you actually see it and you actually feel the stress later, it's kind of like
Yeah,
different, like yeah.
I can feel you're in a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
and you don't know what to do because now you took the courses. At the beginning, you thought, like, okay, I have the energy, I have the potential that I can manage everything. But after a while, you just notice like it's a lot of things for you and you cannot manage it all together.
Yeah, so now it's just been really challenging. Yeah, so like what you said is true. Like now that I have like these moments of realization that okay, maybe I shouldn't have taken more than what I could handle, but then um yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like I feel like I'm a little bit lost too. Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel your feeling that you're lost because you don't know how to manage everything,
Yeah.
but you're so exhausted.
Yeah, like the exhaustion definitely comes from being so like tired and being so just like first I was like, okay, I'm so like mentally exhausted because of like all these cool things, but then it kind of turned into something like more physical where like because I was mentally so tired from all of these stressors, it's like became like physical exhaustion because if I'm like losing sleep, then it's like hard, it's more physical.
Yeah.
And if I'm like more tired and stuff, it's like the physical aspect. So now it's like in all these different aspects and I'm feeling the same emotion, it's just like so
I can
difficult.
hear, yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you,
Yeah.
I can hear you feel exhausted
Mhm.
because physically and mentally you're not feeling well because of a lot of pressure that you have in the semester.
Yeah. So it's just been really difficult dealing with that stuff lately. And I feel like if I try to bring this up to people that, like my friends or like anyone in my family, I feel like I might be getting a little bit dismissed because, like, first of all, I don't really like to share too much about how I'm feeling if it's a negative thing because I feel bad to, tell my loved ones and I don't want to put any stress on them. But then if I do, it's just like I'm not really getting the type of communication and advice that I need in this situation. It's more so like they're taking what I'm saying and just saying like, okay, everyone has these type of things and they're still going through life, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it's hard to just switch off the mindset like that and think like, okay, Maya, it's okay. You will be fine. But it's like hard.
Yeah, I can hear your feeling. You feel worried
Yeah.
because if you share these things with your friends, with your family, maybe they are saying, "Oh, it's nothing," and you're feeling kind of embarrassed if they judge you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really feel embarrassed or like or like feelings of like judgment. It's more so like I get doubtful in telling them. Like they know that I have like this school stress, but it's also like the way they say like, okay, everybody has school stress and we are all doing this, right? So
Yeah.
it's just a lot of weight on me and like so much added pressure. And I feel like I can't really breathe with all this. And I want to just be able to breathe and relax and, have some time to myself. And lately it feels like I just haven't been able to have that. So it's just made it harder for me.
Yeah, I can see you're feeling overwhelming because you cannot share these thoughts with others because they will think, oh, it's nothing, you can do it, everybody can do it, and you're just worried if you share, they'll not feel what you feel about it.
Yeah. And like, because I feel bad, it's like that's just like one aspect of this whole thing. I feel like overall, it's just like my motivation has just gotten so low. And it's just been so difficult for me to like find that motivation and complete what I have to complete for school. So yeah, it's just been like so heavy for me.
Yeah, it seems like it's you feel it's a lot of pressure on your shoulder because you don't know how to manage these works.
Yeah. So like I mentioned before, like it's just been an emotional roller coaster. Like me feeling so like overwhelmed has been making me feel like nervous because I'm like it's near the end of the semester and I'm just scared and I'm nervous and I feel like what if I don't do good in some of my classes? And it makes me almost sad thinking how much I tried as well. And then, like, I know failure only makes us better, but it's just trying really hard and not passing something is just like, it's very depressing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see you feel overwhelming and
Yeah.
you feel unhappy because it's a lot of pressure, I know, and you're worried if you fail, what will happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, exactly. Like, the pressure is just like added on so much lately, and I've just had like such a hard time with it. Yeah. You know
Yeah,
how to juggle all of this too.
yeah, I can totally understand.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is your biggest concern regarding that?
Like my biggest concern would probably just be me feeling very anxious on whether I pass a couple of my really hard courses. So like since I have four, I know I'm doing good in two of them, but then my other two are like really hard for me. So I'm just like so worried, like am I gonna pass the class? I don't wanna have to retake it. Like the reason why I took four was because I'm trying to like get everything done. And I know I shouldn't rush, but like I
I
just want
can,
to get it done.
yeah, I can hear you're scared because you just worried if you fail the classes, what will happen? So you have to keep working to not failing.
Yeah. So it's just like obviously like I'm like trying, but then at the same time I'm kind of slacking a little bit, and I notice that with myself. But then it's like, how much can a person do? Like I'm just human. It's hard for me to manage all these things at once without getting a good night's sleep and feeling so drained and having low energy levels.
It seems like you're depressed because there's a lot of things that you have to manage. You have to manage your sleep, studies, works, which is a lot of things for you. And you
Yeah.
don't know how to manage.
Yeah, so it's just been so tough trying to juggle all these different emotions and all these different stressors that I've been going through. Um, yeah, the managing part is just so hard. I don't know how to balance all these things, right? Yeah.
So it seems like you're overwhelming because you don't know how to balance everything.
Yeah. So, and even that you mentioned, like I've been feeling a little bit depressed. I feel like that's like true as well because like when I am like really overwhelmed with something, my natural response is to cry everything out. I'm not necessarily saying like crying means you're depressed. I'm just saying like it just leads to me feeling deep feelings of sadness or sorrow. Um, so it's just I think my body's way of telling me that like it's too much emotions and I need to take them out somehow rather than have it all bottled up inside.
I can hear you feel lost because sometimes you're thinking, crying a
Yeah.
lot, that the negative energy should go out of your body. And sometimes you feel lost that how I can manage a lot of things. I'm so tired physically and mentally.
Yeah. And I think like being tired with in like both of these aspects makes it a little bit more difficult to go through because like I don't know, it's just like makes it a little bit more draining. And yeah, especially when I have to go through all of my different like stuff that I have to do for school, and I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, this is like too much for me to handle.
Yeah, I can feel you feel unhappy because you don't know how you can manage everything together, and it's so frustrated.
And another way of explaining how I feel is like I sometimes imagine that I'm like underwater
Oh,
and like I'm trying to like swim back up to the shore to like breathe, right? But like it feels like every time I swim back up, I start to drown again because there's so many different emotions and stuff that are pulling me down or like weighing me down. So sometimes I think of it that way. So I'm just like, I just want to relax. I just want to breathe and like handle all of my emotions. And it's just so difficult lately.
Mm.
Yeah.
You feel stuck because there's a lot of things. Sometimes you're just thinking negative things. In the meantime, you're working, and sometimes you're feeling I'm behind a lot of work, which is not done yet.
Yeah. Like, exactly. Like, it's just like me, like thinking ahead a lot. And then when I'm thinking ahead, it just causes myself to overthink. And I think thinking is also like makes it worse because it's not healthy to overthink. Yeah. But it's also something that's like usually out of my control. So I think that makes it a little bit more tough.
Yeah, I can see you feel frustrated because you don't know how to manage everything, and sometimes you're feeling you lost.
Yeah, like I definitely do feel those feelings at times, especially when I'm just kind of spiraling through all the different emotions, and then I'm like, oh, I'm so confused, or oh, I feel so stuck now. So, yeah, I think that's a good way to put it as well.
Mm. Yeah, it seems like you're stuck because of a lot of work. Can you tell me? You told me that you're feeling you lost. Like how it feels. Like, what do you mean about that?
Um, I feel like it's more so like lost and like, I'm trying to describe it in a way that like makes sense. Um, I was thinking, I feel like maybe I think just because there's so many different emotions I'm feeling and so many different feelings that like I start to feel lost with what I want to tackle first, if that makes sense. Like, should I tackle this stressor first or this one or this one? And that's when the thoughts of or like the overwhelming thoughts come in place. Is when I'm trying to see what I want to tackle first, and then I'm like, okay, this is too much for me, it's too overwhelming. Yeah, I can feel you feel overwhelming because of a lot of stuff. Yeah. And you don't know how you can deal with that. Yeah. So it's just been like a really big weight on my shoulders, and I just want to lift it off. And the struggle has just been so challenging lately for me. Yeah. I can see there's a lot of pressure on your shoulder. Tell me, when did you notice these? Um, I think like during the same time of when I realized how big the course load is gonna be for all of my courses. Um, and then I was like, okay, this is a lot for me to handle. Like, it's too much, and I don't know where to start. And like, even me, like, putting everything in my schedule and trying to be organized with it, it's still been a little bit challenging because I've also just been forgetting some things. I don't know if that's from just feeling overwhelmed or like